that's the water pump there that I got from the pumpkin man when I went to get some pumpkins. Cylinder heads off, all the bits are in there. Had to free up the inlet valve. She goes up and down nicely now. I'll leave her at top dead centre. There's a little JLO spraying set that hasn't been started for a while. It desperately needs a fuel tap really before anything can be done with that. And I need to mix up some new 25:1 for that. The Alcon water pump, running great when I last started her up. She's got very nice compression. Put a head bolt from the 68 in there because it was leaking from that side, because it was a bolt that was a bit too long and it wasn't threading in properly. Suffolk Colt engine. Last time I run that it died and it hasn't restarted since. Still got spark. I tried to adjust the carburetor when it was running and it was running a little bit better, and then it stalled out and now it won't start, so that needs some attention. 63 brakes generator, still running great. Done that pretty cool Merry Christmas video with that. BSA started great when I last started it up, should still be running good. The Hayne, now that's a different story altogether. That didn't start very well when I last started it up, but it did run nice when we finally got it going. Need to sort out the throttle mechanism here, do something with the manually operated choke to get it to close fully. Yeah, Tecumseh there, that hasn't been running for ages. Carburetor's ruined again. I'm thinking of, let me see if it's in here. Should be in here. God, come on. Alright. Yeah, it is in there. There's the Tecumseh carb with a primer bowl from the one I got off of a YouTuber. So I'm thinking of maybe sticking that on it. I've seen that done on YouTube before. Now the Mountfield, bit of a mystery, that didn't want to start very well. So I'll try that again soon. I did discover that it's definitely not a 92 engine, it's definitely before 1982, that engine, because it's got Points and condenser under the flywheel. I didn't think of checking, but I had a video of taking the shroud off on it that I never uploaded, and I noticed underneath the flywheel there was a points cover and it had an old ignition coil and not the magneto. So we'll go up here now. Got the blue 69 Briggs running good. 68 is behind it, that's missing a head bolt now, that's slowly getting stripped of parts really. Fuel tank is down there. That's an old, I think it's an 85 vertical pull. And it's raining. Be right back. Okay, I just brought the worn Briggs in. That's the Honda there that I got off of a bloke on eBay for 25 quid. That engine still runs sweet as a nut, starts first pull. Deck is completely shot, so I need to get a deck for it. I wish I had bought that engine before I put the Mountfield RV150 on the Freebird, because it could have had a Honda on it, which would have been nice. That's the body from the Suffolk that I'm rebuilding the engine on. Right, let's go down here then. We've got the Morrison there, cleaned the carburetor out on that after trying the one that GPZ Dave sent me. Unfortunately that carburetor didn't work out on this engine. It was definitely from an older engine, that carburetor, and it just wasn't liking it. Got the Jap down there that I still need a flywheel key and nut for, but it's not really on my mind at the moment. That there's the Atco that hasn't been running yet, that needs a new ignition coil, which I doubt it'll be getting anytime soon. Mr. Motor Kid's Haterette, yeah, that's not starting up and running as great as it used to, unfortunately. I don't know what's wrong with it at the moment. I might just take the head off and see what I can do, see what it's like inside. Maybe I might have my first Briggs rebuild project sitting there, not sure. Webb Roto Scythe with a Villiers engine on it. It's running nice. Well, it was when I last started it up, but still need to find out what the oil, what the two-stroke mix is. Still got this 30 visible here. I wonder, might try it on that. The Ransoms, the big Villiers engine on it. I think that's lost spark now, so I don't think that'll be running again for quite some time. Lister D hasn't done anything in ages. It's just been sitting in here. She still cranks. Yeah. Oh, one last engine that's in here is my little Villiers Midget. Is way down in there, not doing anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Honda Strimmer as well. Running great. Got the head on the end of the shaft unseized. It was just seized up, so that's all freed up now. Yeah, that's about it. There's a couple of lonely engines sitting in here as well. That's still running great. Fuel tank is leaking more than ever now though. I have to see if I can get a replacement. That's not even ours. Ooh, random cage. My dad's Murray started up great last time I started it. The only problem we've ever had with it was quite recently actually. The starter shaft got stuck on the engine and it ground to a halt and ripped all the recoil to pieces. Had to put that together at like 9 o'clock at night so my dad could finish mowing the top of the driveway. That's the free mower there. Started up great when I last started it. Needs an oil change desperately. But yeah, that's it. Little tiny nitro glow engine from a Kyosho little radio controlled car that was sitting up in the loft. Yeah, should make a fun little project. Oh, another thing that'll be happening this year. Cold start, old start of this Green Mini. Been requested by a few YouTubers now. So I shall start her up at some point, get her running for a little bit longer, put a fuel system in it, see if we can get it up and running, and then she's going to be stripped back. Going to take the front subframe off with engine, gearbox and everything. Back subframe's coming off and roof is all coming off of it, and I'll show you inside her now. She's nearly on the floor in the middle, so whatever I do with it, it's got to be done now, because it's probably only the shaft of the gearbox that's holding it together and two shut doors, because I want to salvage the roof. I don't want that to be bent or anything. Roll bars got to come out of it. But yeah, it's a shame, but she'll live again in a different body. And this, I intend to start this as well. My dad's first car, Reliant 3-wheeler. It's got a little side valve engine in it. Hasn't been started in about 30 years, I should imagine. I've never seen it running. The only time I've ever seen this moving is when we pushed it out the driveway with me behind the wheel. When I was about 11. Quite fun. My first experience behind the wheel was in my dad's first car. Oh well.